welcome to a video tutorial with word problems, specifically going over money and interest. So let's take a look at this problem here involving interest and interest rates and then talk about how to go about solving it. You invested $5,500 into a savings account, and after the first year you made $381.22 in interest, bringing the total balance up to $5,881.22. What was the interest rate? That's the question we're trying to answer for your savings account that first year. Okay, so there's my unknown. What was the interest rate? We're trying to find R, the rate. Interest rate. So I'm going to define my variable. I'm going to call it R for interest rate. Okay, so these types of problems, oftentimes they use this formula for simple interest. I'm going to write it out here for you guys. It's a simple interest formula. It says the interest that you earn, which means when you put your money into a bank, you actually make a slight amount of money off of it. So the interest you earn off of what you put in is equal to the principal, P, times whatever yearly interest rate, R, times however many years you have in it. Now again, this is called simple interest because it's just over 1 year. It doesn't deal with compounds. Generally, investments are way more complex than this, but it gives you a really rough idea of putting money into an investment, how many years, and a quick rough idea about how much you might get back. So again, I represents the interest that you earn. P represents the principal. That's how much money you first put in to the bank or put into your investment. R equals the interest rate, and T is the amount of time, amount of years. Okay, so let's think about our problem here. A lot of times interest problems can all fit that. Either we know the interest, we know the principal, or we know the rate, or we know the time, and we're going to try and find those things in the problem. So let's see what we can got here. You invested $5,500 into a savings account. All right, that sounds like money I first put in. That's my principal right there. I'm going to label that as P, my principal. And after the first year, you made this much in interest. All right, there's my I. My interest was $381.22. Also, if you catch it, it says after the first year. So how much time went by? We went 1 year. And all that's left for me to figure out now is what is my unknown rate R? What is my interest rate? Okay, we've got an equation we can solve now. Let's write it out and do it. So substituting all these values in for I, P, R, and T, we have 381.22 equals 5,500 times R, I'm going to solve for that, times T, 1 year. Okay. Some things are going to work out nicely here now. When I'm solving for R, I don't need to worry about that 1 because anything times 1 is just itself. So to get R by itself, all I need to do is divide by the 5,500. Those divide out to 1, so R is equal to 381.22 divided by 5,500, which gives me approximately, I'm going to make little squiggly lines for approximately, so I'm going to round a little bit, but approximately 0.069. All right, what that means is that's my rate, but if I want to turn it into a percent, I need to multiply it by 100. So the interest rate that my bank gave me was 6.9%. All right, hopefully that's a helpful introduction in working with simple interest formula and money and interest type problems.